Going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go.
They'll run on first down. Howard, he'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players.
Got him in open, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. There goes Melvin Gordon. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Gordon on first down. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon, 45 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 41 yards on the ground.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Into the red zone. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Now Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st down, Chargers.
Black 15! Mike 58, right there. Get that quarterback, D-line!
On 1st down, it's Gordon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go.
Rivers now from the 50. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing Rivers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again here, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He'll buy some time right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Rivers to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This one complete to Sproles. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And Jeffrey's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Rivers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Badgley able to knock this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing, Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rivers. On the screen, this is Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Going on the ground with Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the handoff, this is Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They go with Howard again. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A give to Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, it's Howard.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. There he goes left side. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard, 45 yards. I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Trying to punch it in with Howard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 2-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Chargers 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 190. Hey, Delta. Hey, Mike, get on.
Back to throw. Caught by Allen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Here we go. Back man. 280. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage.